Good morning, Clem South, and happy Wednesday. Today is Wednesday, May 6th, and my special guest is Mrs. Forsey. Good morning, Mrs. Forsey.
Good morning, Mrs. N. Good morning, boys and girls. Oh,
what have you back on here?
We had yesterday. Yeah. Nice to see you guys again.
What have you been up to?
I've been just trying to get outside and do some walking like I have been doing, but a lot of yard work.
Ooh.
Like weekend was just so nice that I was out and doing some weeding and just really enjoying listening to the birds. And there's a little birdhouse that some sparrows had built a nest in, so I'm waiting to listen for the little chirps of the new little babies that are hopefully going to be born soon.
That's so interesting that you say that. This weekend, I was starting to notice the birds too, because I hear them in the morning. So I'm waking up to them, which I just love. And I have these two big pine trees in the back of my yard, and there are just so many different kinds of birds that I've been seeing that I haven't seen before. So it might be something that I'd like to get a book on and kind of bird watch a little bit and name some of the birds that I'm seeing.
That's always a lot of fun, especially if you have a bird feeder too. So you can see them.
I need to get one.
I love my bird feeder, and I even have a little sun porch, and it has glass sliders all the way around, and I have one little bird feeder that suction cups right to it. So, and it's clear, so I can even see some birds that come there.
That's awesome. That sounds really lovely.
It's nice.
I'm glad that you joined me today. I think that you have like a little message for the boys and girls.
I do.
Today.
Yeah, so with it being May 6th, and there's a little bit of information that I had read up on, and Babe Ruth hit his first major league home run on May 6th of 1915. And that was when he was playing for the Boston Red Sox against the New York Yankees.
We got a lot of Red Sox Yankees fans at Clemson.
We do. Mm-hmm. I remember seeing a lot of that when we would have our sports day.
Definitely.
And he actually, Mrs. N, did you know that he ended up hitting about 714 home runs total?
No, I knew that he was a very talented player, but I did not know that many. Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. So one thing that I want you boys and girls to think about is think about an important first in your life. Think about maybe your first A on a math test, or the first time you rode a two-wheeler, and think about how that made you feel. So talk to your family about that. And maybe think about, how do you think Babe Ruth felt when he hit his first major league home run? Pretty cool stuff.
Got me thinking about that. So as you and I were talking, I was like, what's a memorable thing that I did for the first time when I was around our kids' age, right? So our Clem South kids. And one thing that I was thinking about, the riding of the two-wheeler. That was exciting, but that actually took me a very long time to learn how to ride a two-wheeler. But one thing that I remember is when I learned how to water ski. So I don't know if boys and girls water ski in the summer, but I learned how to ski on one ski. So first I learned how to ski on two skis, and then I learned how to drop a ski and ski on one ski. And I remember feeling like that was the coolest thing ever. And I probably haven't water skied since I was a kid, but I do remember that, and it was fun.
That's awesome. I've water skied only a couple times. I was older, and I even thought that two skis was difficult. So the fact that you were able to drop a ski, good job, Mrs. N.
Water skiing is hard. My dad was a good water skier, and he used to, the trick was you got to let the boat pull you up. Don't stand up. You got to let the boat pull you up. So how about you? Can you think of anything that was memorable for you as a first time?
I think my first one that I really do remember is riding that two-wheeler.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, the handlebars were still shaking all over the place, and just really trying, to keep my balance, and my dad running next to me, trying to make sure that, I didn't completely fall off. But I just remember that the most.
I bet you some of our kids have learned how to ride a two-wheeler since they've been home from school.
Oh, I hope so.
It's
such a cool thing to do.
I think I've shared this before, but I may have been with you, Mrs. Forsey, but I think I learned how to ride my two-wheeler when the babysitter was there. So my dad was not very happy about that. He spent a lot of time trying to teach me, and then I did it one time when there was a babysitter. So, well, thank you for sharing that. That's just kind of fun to think about. So boys and girls, we know you're kind of doing things for the first time with technology too, and teachers really think about that first Zoom session you set up, right? And where we've come in 7 weeks. It's really remarkable. So I have some care referrals today.
Oh, awesome. This is my favorite.
Yeah, I know, it's really great. So I found out that there are some really special third graders, Amira Ragney and John Rowe in Mrs. Oldfield's class. They've been working super, super hard with their reading. Their parents are very proud of them. So way to go, Amira and John.
Nice job.
And the other person that we celebrate today is Olivia Marsh. She is a fourth grader in Mrs. Kolakowski's class, and her parents are super proud of her. She's been reading so much that they're looking for more books for her to read. So way to go, Olivia. We're very proud of you.
Good job, Olivia.
So it is fun to hear. Yesterday, Mrs. Forsey, got on and really talked to the boys and girls just around, getting their work done and being independent. We know at week 8, it can feel like a lot, right? Like there's a lot on our plate, and sometimes it can be hard to be motivated, but we still are learning even though we're not at school. And so it's really our job and responsibility to do that work, and not our parents' responsibility, even though they are there to help us, but really taking that ownership, because we do still have several weeks left of our school year.
Yep, that we do. So hopefully that, we're keeping up with all of our schoolwork and keeping ourselves active. That's another thing that I even find, Mrs. N, that just going out for a walk, or even just going outside and just walking around the backyard and looking at the flowers that are blooming, just makes me just even feel that much better.
Yeah,
just
agree.
Doing
I know you're I gotta do the same.
And just taking some nice deep breaths and just enjoying the moment. So
thank you for that reminder. I needed that. I haven't gotten out of this room yet, but it's still the morning, but usually I take my walk in the afternoon.
Well, hopefully it ends up being a nice day and we don't have any precipitation coming.
I heard that we have some coming this weekend, and I was shocked. How about you?
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that.
Snow in May? I guess there's crazier things, but it is Rochester.
It is Rochester.
All right. Well, thank you for being my special guest. It's always
thank you.
Morning with you. And Clem South, have a happy Wednesday.
All right, boys and girls, nice seeing you.